Tonight, I'm going to tell you how I fell in love. Not with a boy, but with an idea. It happened in 2006 when I was a graduate student at the University of Kansas, and it happened when I least expected it, and yet most needed it to happen. My inspiration came when I was looking at an idea for girls to get involved with STEM fields. I was wondering where I could find something that they could do that would be really great for them in the summertime, and I found an organization that was for boys only. And let me just say, my head exploded, that there was no analogous organization for girls. So I went to my advisor, and I ranted and I raved, and she looked at me over the top of her glasses, and she said to me very clearly, you know what? You're at a time in your career where you don't just get to be mad about this. You have to do something. 3 years later, I mentioned to a couple of colleagues here at ASU-Polytechnic that I would like to start a Women in Science and Engineering organization. A week later, I had a meeting with the Dean of the Students. 2 weeks later, with the Dean of the College of Technology and Innovation. And doors started opening for me to start this wonderful program. The mission of W.I.S.E is to gather, guide, and advance women who are pursuing careers in science, technology, engineering, entrepreneurship, mathematics, and management. And I started with 4 girls in my office. They were handpicked because of their potential for leadership and for innovation. And I'd like to tell you about 3 of them. First, we have Kelsey, and Kelsey graduated last May. She's now getting her PhD in engineering education from Purdue University. Her big question at the beginning of W.I.S.E was, why do girls have to dumb ourselves down in order for boys to listen to us? Then we have Hannah, who's a sophomore engineering student. Hannah is a Francophile, which means she loves everything French, and she's also an artist. It's not enough for her to create things that are useful. They also have to be beautiful. And finally, we have Kayla. You're going to hear from her in a little bit, but she has 10,000 solutions, and one of those solutions is going to light the world on fire. Mark my words. So, here's my big question. We have this group of creative, innovative, socially intelligent young women on this campus. Social intelligence means that they can manage their own emotions and the emotions of other people, and they're great leaders. So the question is this: how do we launch them? How do we make sure that their innovative products and services reach not only us, but the entire world? So one of my solutions is this: I want to help them create brilliant personal brands. A personal brand is the thing that people can count on you for. It's the container that you put in your emotions, your hopes, your dreams, and your ideas, and then magnify it into the world. There are 2 things that you need for a great personal brand. One is to be able to stand up, to stand for something important, to fall in love with an idea, which is what I did when I started W.I.S.E. And this is something that I help the girls with. The other thing that they need is to be able to stand out. Visibility issues for young women are very challenging. I find that they fade in the classroom. They raise their hands more slowly than the boys do. They whisper answers instead of shouting them out. So what can you guys do to help me? There are 3 things. And the Kauffman Foundation has it right when they say that this is not a woman's issue, this is an economic issue. These women are going to be creating not just products and services, but jobs. So the first thing that you can do is this: when a young woman comes to you with an idea, pay attention to the idea no matter how funny or silly she's acting. Positive emotions have a tendency to temper the words, so listen to the words. When you hear a good idea from a young woman, say yes and open as many doors as you possibly can to give her plenty of opportunities to turn her idea into reality. So say yes and open doors. And the third thing is help her stay true to her vision. She's going to come to you sometime afraid, worried, scared, telling you, I can't see where I'm going. And this is where I will ask you to do this. The 13th century poet said, what you seek is seeking you. Tell her that. And then with all of the love and courage in your heart, look her in the eye and say, now go and get it.